morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Today we are doing a quick tutorial to make a crochet phone case, and we're going to be doing the bean stitch, which is new and easy, so that should be fun. You can make these as gifts, you can make them for yourself. They're very easy and it's a great little project to do. I'm just using my own yarn for today, just because. And this is Balthazar's gift too. It has specks and a little bit of color on a pink base. It's based on this gorgeous figure from who was often depicted in the Middle Ages. It's Balthazar, King Balthazar. So yeah, look at that. Look at that outfit. Look how he works that outfit. So to make this, you will need obviously some yarn of your choice. And I'm just using this because it has a little bit of nylon in it, so it'll have some stretch and give, but you can use acrylic, cotton, whatever works for you. So just, yeah. And this is also DK, but if you want to use something thinner, you can as well. It just might take you a little bit longer. And you can measure your phone. I'm just making kind of an average size, and that's why the nylon is helpful, because it has some stretch in it. So if your phone is a little bit bigger, then it'll squeeze in there and fit nicely. So we're going to be using whatever yarn you want. I'm using for this a 3mm hook. Use a corresponding one for your yarn. And then of course some scissors, and I'm going to show you how to finish off just in a general sort of way, but I'll show you different options that you can do just to complete your project. So if you would like, you can use magnets, and so these you can get these at craft stores or Amazon or whatever, and so it comes with, magnets, and then you basically, it's like a tack, and you just kind of fold it back fold it back, and it will stay in place on your projects. And you do the same for that, and then it just fits together. I opened this bag this morning and dropped the entire bag all over the floor. That was fun. I'm finding magnets stuck to me still. So there, yeah, you can use these, or you can use a button. So if you want to make it a little bit different, then those are some options for you. So those are the things that you'll need, or you don't need any of these and you can just leave it open, and I'll show you how to do that. So to begin, we're going to chain 15. So just start with your slip knot, and then chain 15. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so once you have kind of a little base here, whatever chain size you're using for the foundation chain, it is an odd number plus 1. So if you're doing like with this, you will add 1, which is 16. If your project is a little bit larger and you want it 19, then you still add 1, that will be 20. And then you're going to start from the second chain from your hook and put 2 single crochets into that, and then single crochet all the way across. 1, 2, and that 3, 4, 7, 8. So that will be 13 single crochets you've done plus the 2 for a total of 15. Okay, now into this last one here that we're going to do 3 more single crochets. 1, 2, 3, and then into the next. So we've essentially just, we're kind of turning it, and we're going to go back around here on the bottom now. So we've done these 3. Now into the next 13 stitches you will do single crochet. Okay, after you've done your 13, you will do 1 more stitch into the last stitch here on at the end, and that will give you 32 stitches. So if you're in doubt, just count them all the way around, and you should have 32 at the end of this. And then you're going to just slip stitch into the top of the first one that you did to end that round, and you will have a little oval. So to do round 2, we are going to chain 1, and then into that same stitch you're going to do a single crochet, and then into the next stitch you're going to do 2, and then into the next 13 you're doing a single crochet, so I'll just let you do the next 13. Okay, that should bring you to sort of the curve here. So into the next stitch we're doing 2 single crochets. So 1, 2, and then into the next one we're doing 1, so single crochet, and then into the next one we're doing 2. So it's 2, 1, 2. And then that brings us around the corner, and into the next 13 you do a single crochet. And then into the very final stitch, you do 2 single crochets, and then you will slip stitch into the little chain that you did here. Okay, for round 3, we're basically going to be doing the body now. So this is just the little base that you'll have, and we are doing the bean stitch. So this is round 3. Oh, and also, just to be clear, in the previous round you should have 36 stitches. So for round 3, chain 1, and into that same stitch you're going to yarn over and pull up a loop from that same stitch. So you have 3 loops on your hook, then yarn over and insert into that same space again, pull up a loop, and that will give you, just so you can see, I know the colors of the yarn are kind of not clear. So you have 5, yarn over, pull up a loop just like that, and then all the loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through all of those, and that's your first little bean. And then you're going to yarn over and pull through just to lock it into place, just like that. So for the next one, you're going to skip a stitch and then just do the same thing into the next stitch. So just yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull up a loop. So you basically do that 3 times, and then all the chains or all the loops on your hook, you yarn over and pull through all of those, and then don't forget to yarn over and pull through, and that just locks it into place just like that. So then you're going to skip the next one into the next one. You're doing the same thing, yarn over, and yarn over, just like that. Then yarn over and pull through all of those, and then lock it into place. So you do that all the way around, and then I'll meet you back when you're done this, when you're at the very end of this round. Okay, so once you have got to, completed this round, got to the end here, if you do need a stitch marker just to keep track of where one row ends and another begins, you can use that, but we're working basically in a spiral. We're not finishing off, so it's basically just gonna go around and around and around until you get to the height that you want for your phone case. So you're not slip stitching or anything, it's just basically continuing. So I finished off this here, so I'm just gonna go into the next space here beside the bean that we did, and I'm going to begin with that and just continue around. So then I'm going to jump over this one, and into this space here I will do the next bean stitch. And then jump over to the next one. So you're basically just going around, so you'll have your little beans will alternate all the way around. So I will leave you to that and then meet you back when you have reached the height for your case that you want. Okay, so see you in a little bit. Welcome back. I hope your project looks something like this. I think it turned out well. You will find too that you may have, as you were doing the spirals all the way around, that your project turned inside out. And so what you'll do is when you finish this off, you'll just flip it inside out, so that this bottom bit that is the wrong side is inside of your case. So now that you have the main body of your project done, what I'm going to do is show you three or four different ways to finish this off, and that is so you have options to make it however you want, but also, well, yeah, we'll do 3 different options, and also you can alternate, or you can adjust it, make it different ways for different people. So just skip to whichever end you want. So I'm going to just finish it off with just a normal top first. So if you want the handle, then jump a little bit further along. I'll have timestamps, so you can just do a handle with a little keychain or something. And the third option will be to do something with a magnet. So yeah, so just very quickly, if you want to just finish this off in a simple way that you can just keep it open, but it will kind of taper up a little bit. Once you've done your last row of your bean stitch, you're just going to chain 1 and then go around into every stitch that you made here, and you'll have, just like you had at the bottom, you'll have 36. So you're just going to do a single crochet all the way around, just like that. And once you get back to the end here, if you need a stitch marker, then put one in now. Then I will show you how to continue. So once you've reached the end here, you are just going to continue, but we're going to slip stitch into the final stitch here, and then chain 1 and then continue and go around again and do another row of 36. So you do this 3 more times after this row, so you'll have 5 rows in total, and then you can just cut your work, weave in the end, and that will be it. So I will leave you to that and just show you the very final version of it, and then you're done this one. But if you want to see another version, then just stick around. Okay, so once you have your 5 rows done, then that's basically it. All you have to do is slip stitch into the final stitch that you've done, and then fast cut this end, fasten off, and you can weave in your end. Another option, I know I'm telling you this after the fact, but if you want to do your rounds without doing a slip stitch and chain up before you start each row, you can just use a stitch marker and go around 5 times, and that will give you also just a smoother, a cleaner kind of finish, but it's up to you. So that is the first one done. That is all you need to do. Now if you have a little sort of ornament, or what am I thinking, a charm, if you have charms and you want to add something just as a little extra, you can add these things just by, if they have little loops here, or if you have larger ones that are like keychains, you just attach it just like that, or just create a larger loop and then let it hang if you want it to hang, or you can chain it and let it hang that way. And that's just for a little bit of extra cuteness, uniqueness, whatever you want. So I will let you finish off that, and we will go to the second version. Okay, so if you would like to do the version with the handle, you can do the first part. So you basically have to, instead of skipping to the second part, just go back and do 5 rows of, or you don't have to go back, just do 5 rows of single crochet. Each round will have 36 stitches, and this is what it will look like. And you don't have to fasten off, but I did because I wanted to show how to complete the first little version of this. But if you want to do a handle, you just kind of fold your project in half and then find the middle, and that's, or close to the middle, and that's where you're going to start your handle. So presumably, if you've done 5 rows, you'll be close to the middle here on the side anyways. So just work your way to that side if you aren't there, and then you can I'm just going to make sure that it's secure. Then you just chain as long as you want your handle. If you want to be able to like wrap it around you, you know, like kind of like a sash, you're going to have to basically kind of average and measure it. So just keep going, make your chain. Now, the one thing that you can do, instead of just having a single chain as a handle, I'll just show you here very quickly how you can thicken it up. Another option is basically to just go back and forth do 3 or 4 stitches and then go back 3 and 4, 3, 4, 3, 4. But I think this way is more convenient, but you can make your handle look however you want and make it unique. But I just wanted to show you just a slightly, well, a simple way to do this as well. So once you have your desired sort of length for a handle, I'm just kind of averaging here just to show you. So say you wanted it, you know, like this length, you will come back around and slip stitch into the side here. Just kind of average again, or you can make sure, if you want to be exact, you'll just count 18 from this side. Count 18 stitches because you have 36. So you slip stitch, and then you can go back into that stitch and do a single crochet just to make sure that it's solid. And then you go back into your chain and do a single crochet stitch all the way around, and that will give you a thicker sort of look. So I'll leave you to it and then show you how to finish it off. Okay, so I have finished my little handle here. So on the very last stitch I did a single crochet, and then I'm just going to go back into the stitch beside where I started and do a slip stitch there, just to make sure that it's nice and tug. And then I can cut this and pull that yarn through, and then all I have to do is weave in this end here, and that again is another option for your little cell phone case. So that is the second one. I will leave you to that if that's what you want to do, and if not, let's go to the third version, which is going to be a magnet. Okay, so this is the final version of the phone case with the magnet. So you're just going to fold, actually, just make sure that you have, so if you are still here at the end of the beans row, the bean row, then you have to do, basically you have to do the first version anyways to finish it off, and that's just 5 rows or 5 rounds of single crochet. Now you can use a stitch marker if you want and just do 5 rounds, and it's 36 stitches in each round, just like you did at the bottom. So once you have that, you can pause this if you need to and work on that. But if you already have this, then you can just fold your project in half, just like that, so that you have 2 even sides, and then just count in from the middle here. Just count 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Did I count that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if you have a stitch marker or a piece of extra yarn, just stick that through, and then you're going to do that on the other side too. So count from the side here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And if you have another stitch marker or a piece of yarn, you can use that. So in the middle, you'll have something like, if you count your stitch marker stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So into those 8 stitches, you are going to do single crochets back and forth. So just do a slip knot, and into this first stitch marker spot, you are going to pull your yarn through, and this lock it into place, and then you're going to do single crochets all the way across till you get to the other stitch marker. I'll just move that out of the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you'll have roughly 6 stitches. Then you just chain 1, turn your work, and into the next stitch, just do a single crochet, single crochet, single crochet, single crochet, single crochet, and a single crochet into the very first stitch that you did, which might be a little bit snug. And then you chain 1 and you turn your work and you do the same thing. So make sure that you're skipping this first stitch and go into the second one because you've chained one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 6 stitches all the way across, plus your chain 1, and so just keep going and do about 12 rows, just back and forth, or you can make it longer if you want, but I think that's a good snug fit, just like that. Once you've done that, you just fasten off your yarn. So just cut and pull your yarn through, just like that, and then you can weave this in. If you want an even cleaner look, you can go around the side of this and do a single crochet just to give it a little bit of a border. So then you just take your magnets and you kind of line it up just like that. Put your magnet through. It should come with little washers like this that fell all over the floor when I took them out of the bag. And then they were stuck to me somehow for the rest of the day. Okay, so you just tuck that in like that, and then you use the top bit. So once you just kind of match the top and bottom magnets, then you can snap that closed. Now if you have a magnet that is kind of, it has like a look that you don't actually want on there, it looks like a washer or something, you can always put sew a little button or pin something over top of it, just like that, and it will hide the washer so that you have your magnet and then a cute little button or something on the top. So that's it. You've done it. 3 different versions, but a cute little case. All yours. Make beautiful things, have fun, and we'll see you next time. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.